Welcome back to your Daily Spark. We took a little bit of a break, but the Daily Spark is where I give you a prompt to practice a strategy or a skill that is going to make you irreplaceable in a world with AI in just 5 minutes. Now, one of my favorite workshop exercises is looking at a report that was done by the IMF. It has sparked very important discussion because basically they share that 40% of jobs are exposed to AI. And in the United States, the UK, and the European Union, which they call advanced economies, that number actually becomes 60%, which means there's going to be a big change in the workforce landscape. And what they mean by exposed is basically that AI can do the same things that a human can do. But it's not all doom and gloom, and that's not what this episode is about. But what we do need to do is understand our exposure to AI and look at the second metric that they identify, which is your complementarity, which basically just means what are the things that you as a human make. Now, this episode is definitely not all doom and gloom and like we're losing our jobs. Basically, it's all about understanding what that exposure means, where the exposure is happening, and discovering the second area they talk about, which is complementarity. Basically, how can we as individuals leverage this knowledge to highlight what makes us irreplaceable, what those skills are, so that we can better collaborate with AI tools to do things that we couldn't do before. So let's talk about these two metrics, exposure and complementarity, and basically explore how they can help us design a path to a future where AI is amplifying our human potential, not taking things away. So the IMF report provides a very nuanced perspective on the future of work. It indicates that while a substantial portion of jobs may be exposed to AI, that doesn't necessarily translate to job loss. Instead, it basically emphasizes, like I said, this idea of complementarity, the areas where your human skills are enhanced by AI rather than replaced. But to know and be successful in that space, you got to know what those are. So exposure to AI doesn't just highlight vulnerabilities, it really opens the door to opportunities for growth, adaptation, and innovation. It's a call to action for us to identify and cultivate the skills that we as humans should be focusing on, because that's what makes us irreplaceable. So what does complementarity look like for you? That's what we're going to be looking at in today's prompt. And so here it is. As always, I actually used to say ChatGPT was my favorite, but I'm finding that Claude is a very, very, very strong competitor. And as always, you're going to be able to find this prompt in the show notes ready for you to copy and paste and try as well. In this scenario, my aspiration is to have a goal where I can define my complementarity with AI, like what are the skills and qualities that only I can bring to the table. This could be things like creative problem solving, empathy, strategic insight, and innovation. And by really focusing on these areas, you are now going to be able to transform your exposure to AI from something that feels like a threat to something that feels like an opportunity. The result we're looking for, we want to imagine a future where our work complements what AI can do, where automation is handling the routine things that we don't even enjoy anyways, allowing us to focus on creating, innovating, and leading in ways that really only we as people can. This is a future where your career is not just secure, but also really enhanced by AI. And then, of course, last but not least, we'll go in with Kismet. Given the IMF's report's insights on job exposure to AI, help me identify areas of my work that are the most susceptible to automation and those that represent my unique complementarity. How can I leverage AI to enhance these irreplaceable skills and make an impact that wasn't possible before? As always, you can copy and paste the prompt from the show notes and share your results. What skills in your industry should people be focusing on? Because in today's world, really being able to understand our exposure to AI is just step one. The real journey begins when we identify and enhance our areas of complementarity. Because remember, it's not about competing with AI. We're not trying to go level like head to head. We want to co-create a future where human potential is complemented and accelerated by these AI tools so that we're really doing things that are more human and that bring us joy, that bring us purpose and meaning. And so until next time, try this prompt, keep exploring, keep adapting, and I hope you keep thriving in a world alongside AI.